Welcome to Sustainable Packaging with Cory. Today's guest is my friend Jorge Izqueirdo from PMMI. He is the VP of Market Development. How are you, sir?
Doing great, Cory, and thank you for having me here again with you. Appreciate it.
It's my honor to have you on. Like we were just talking about, we just posted your episode from last year onto YouTube. So that was a good reminder of what we talked about then.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about you and let's talk about PMMI and the amazing events that you all put on and what you do there. Can you tell us what PMMI is and how it works?
Sure, absolutely. So PMMI is a trade association. Basically, what we do, the core of what we do is to connect users and suppliers of packaging and processing technologies. We do that mainly through trade shows, publications, online printed, and through market research and trends for the industry. And of course, the big one here this year is PACK EXPO Las Vegas.
Yes.
This show it's breaking every record in terms of size, in terms of registration. We have over 2,000 exhibitors. We are just a bit under 1 million square feet of space that we sold. And it's great. We're very pleased. Registration is ahead of past years. So the immediate past show that we have here was 2021, where COVID was still kind of prevalent. So we are comparing against 2019, and we're very happy. We're ahead of the game. So yeah.
It's kind of known in North America as the packaging event. And well, because it is, I think it's the biggest. It's, in my opinion, one of the best in the world. And I just have to congratulate you and your team for the experience that you set up for the rest of us packaging professionals. Thank you.
No, our pleasure. And I can say it because I'm part of PMMI, but I'm not part of the trade show team. They do an amazing job. One of the things that really differentiate our shows against other shows is the amount of the equipment you can see actually running, the number of engineers, service staff that are present at the booth there to answer your questions. So it's not just taking your name and a sales pitch. It's right. A lot about technology, a lot about solutions, a lot about matching what attendees are looking for and what's on display at the show.
I agree 100%. Getting to see a machine run and watching how the material interacts with the equipment and how it's adjusted, and getting to speak to the engineer that designed it in person while you're looking at the machine is such a valuable experience. Very true. Very well said. And so who should go to PACK EXPO?
Basically, every person that touches packaging within a company, they should be attending PACK EXPO. And we're talking from marketing, design, and a big part of our attendance is everybody from operations, like from engineering, maintenance, plant managers, quality, even warehouse as well, with all the warehouse automation that's happening now. Right. So everybody that touches packaging in the industry, this is their show.
Right. It is the show. It's the show for the people. We've been talking at Aurora a lot about automation and how automation equals sustainability, because it makes you more efficient, because you can use less material, because you can be more efficient with that material. So what an opportunity to see the latest and greatest in automation equipment. And like you said, not just automation for production, but automation for the warehouse, for everything. Incredible.
Yeah, and Cory, you're just touching when we're talking about key trends driving the investment in our industry. Automation that you just mentioned, it's right there. Automation, productivity, all the integration of all these technologies, IIoT and predictive maintenance. So everything. And when I say everything, it's from simple semi-automatic solutions to the most advanced technology available. You know, we find it at the show. And Cory, it's all about automation. These days, of course, it's all about workforce, significant challenge in general in manufacturing, trying to address all these workforce challenges from labor, operators, engineers at every level. and how technology is being used to address those challenges, how the technology is transforming to make it easier for the operators to be trained. Sometimes it's making that training shorter and also making all those resources available, like remote assistance, remote training, so they can immediately get help, right? It's not like the machine stops and you need to wait for somebody to come. More and more is just making sure that the operator has all the resources available for them remotely at the tip of their hands. And finally, the last one, it's sustainability. These days, everything seems to be going around sustainability.
Yes, and I'm thankful for that because that's what we've been pushing for many years in our industry. And you have something new to offer at the event this year called Sustainability Central. Can we speak to that a little bit? What's that all about?
Oh, absolutely. We are very excited. For a number of years, we've offered several sustainability resources at our show. This year, we wanted to consolidate many of them, get many of the actors all together, right? We're talking about having everything from manufacturing, materials, recovery, logistics, analytics, and design. Sometimes it's how to design packaging to be recycled properly, right? And the difference sometimes between the design and the recycling is very significant within the industry. So it's how to put all of them together, how to show all these solutions. The objective here is to create an alternative for inspiration, practical solutions.
Yep.
When you talk about sustainability, it seems many of the solutions that you see, many of the solutions that you hear about, seems like far, like not feasible. This is totally the opposite. This is what's happening with the industry.
Yep.
A lot about resources, a lot about education. We have, as part of this, we have the sustainability as part of the sustainability central, we have the sustainability stage.
Yep.
Many presentations talking about sustainability. We are actually making a presentation of research we did earlier this year. We released earlier. The Sustainability Compass is talking about where the industry is going in terms of materials. And it's a very cool exercise. So we ran a survey later last year asking everybody, hey, where are you going with materials, right? Are you keeping plastics? Are you keeping flexible? What are the materials that you're dropping? Are you going for compostables? And one of the things that are kind of great and that PACK EXPO is doing, rather than just having that as a research and a data point in the past, this year, it's every people that's attending PACK EXPO, they're completing a registration form. As part of that registration form, we are asking them, hey, what are you doing with your materials? So the goal here is to keep updating this, what we call the Sustainability Compass. We got a data point from late last year. We're updating that data point by basically everybody attending the show is helping us update that data point so we can keep telling the industry how everything is moving, right? We call it Sustainability Compass because we know it's not a precise point in the future, right? It's something that keeps moving and adjusting. So
I like that a lot.
Very excited about that. If you think about this year, we're talking about 30,000 attendees. So if you think about those 30,000 attendees, many of them completing this information, we'll have thousands and thousands of data points to help the industry kind of explain where we're going, where the industry is going.
That's amazing. I'm often asked on this podcast or on other podcasts where I'm interviewed, what's the future? What's going on next? And I think this is the answer people are looking for. Here's a whole bunch of aggregate data that from the people in the industry who are actually buying and using packaging. And so you're exactly right. This is what we've been waiting for, essentially. Well, how will it be presented? Will there be some charts and graphs? Or will there be a presentation?
Thanks for asking, Cory. As part of the Sustainability Central, we have a section showing the findings from our first research earlier this year, and we will have actually live updates based on how the registration information is coming in. As during the show, we will keep collecting data, and we will be sharing that as live as it's being updated at the show.
Yeah.
So it's, to be honest, we're not aware of another exercise of this size, right? Again, we're having 30,000 attendees. I'm pretty sure many of them, most of them, will be responding to this question. So it's not what we think, it's not what we say. It's pretty much what the industry is doing, what they think, where they are standing today, what are their plans today. And next year, we will be updating this again on our show in Chicago, no? And the year after, we will be updating again for our next edition in Vegas. So it's not just a number that's static. We will be able to see the evolution of the industry.
That's wonderful. And so it sounds like the Sustainability Central won't be a one-time thing. It sounds like this is going to be a new feature moving forward.
And that's correct. That's one of many features. In fact, we started by talking about how we are collecting within Sustainability Central many of the different initiatives. So what we do as show of organizers is part of the sustainability answer. Really, most of it, and maybe the most important part, is what the exhibitors are bringing to the show, right? And there are so many solutions, so many things out there that we put together something that we call the Sustainability Finder. Let me see if I'm using the right name here. I think I am. Yeah, PACK EXPO Sustainability Solutions Finder. So it's very cool because when you're talking about sustainability, suddenly it seems like you fall into a pool of so many things, right? Here on the Solutions Finder, you're able to select, for example, if you're interested in flexible materials, if you're interested in compostables, if you're interested, so you can filter. And rather than like having thousands of names in front of you, you're suddenly, kind of filtering and just getting exactly what's interesting for you. So again, PACK EXPO will provide you with the Sustainability Central with all these great presentations around sustainability, for sure. But again, most importantly, it's all the solutions that the industry, the sustainability solutions that the industry will bring to the show, and that you have access to this PACK EXPO Sustainability Solutions Finder.
That's an amazing feature, because I think that can be very confusing for a lot of people. Is how do I find the things that I'm interested in? And I know PACK EXPO does an amazing job of planning your event for you and putting in, here's the things I'm interested in, and then these are the booths you should visit, which is wonderful. So can you give us a pro tip? Maybe somebody that's never been before, or maybe somebody who's been before and been frustrated by, oh, I didn't feel like I got to see everything. What do you recommend, Jorge?
Cory, that's the challenge, really. To be honest, many of our shows tend to be so big, it's hard to see everything, right? It's not like you can come to the show and walk the aisles and see everything. No, you won't have enough time. So what's key here is just plan ahead. We have a great tool. It's called the Show Planner. Please don't hesitate. Just immediately create your Show Planner account. Your Show Planner account is going to be tagged with your badge. And you can go ahead and from selecting by product category with companies you're interested in visiting, with which exhibits, which pavilions, what educational sessions you're interested in. And you can select everything. And this application is going to do two things for you. It's going to put together an agenda. That's very helpful, right? But even better, it's going to put together a map. Okay, it's going to show you where you should be going. And it's going to be much easier for you in terms of where should I start? What's my next stop? So instead of spending half of the day walking from one end of the building to the other end of the building, just being very efficient, where you go first, second, at what time you need to be where. So that's a key tool, and I strongly recommend that to everybody new to the show and old timers. Yeah.
There's nothing more frustrating than walking down an aisle and saying, oh, I've already done this one. I need to go to the next one. You feel like you wasted that time, but what a great problem to have, that there's so much to see that you have to be selective, right? And one thing I would suggest is make sure you look at the speakers speaking at the different stages, including the Sustainability Central stage. I'll be there at 2:00 on Tuesday with Avelio Matos and Adam Peak and Jonathan Quinn. I'm very excited about that and honored to be a part of that. group, but you're exactly right. We need to plan for the whole
Yes.
event.
Yeah, in fact, part of the Sustainability Central, we have a presentation actually on with Ameripen on the policy and a lot of regulation that's needed around sustainability. That's going to be Wednesday, September 13 in the morning. It's 10:30 a.m. And again, all this effort is we're working very closely with Dow. Dow will be making also have an extra strong presence on the educational sessions. They are big supporters of the Sustainability Central, so we're very happy to have Dow support for this first sustainability.
Some amazing innovations in the world of sustainability, and I think a lot of things we'll see at PACK EXPO for the first time. So that'll be really cool. This is I know this event is in the USA, but it's an international event, right? You're expecting people and companies from all over the world to present what they have, and you're expecting visitors from all over the world. Is that right?
Correct. In terms of exhibitors, a significant amount of our exhibitors are international companies from a lot, for sure, from Europe, Germany, Italy, Spain, Switzerland, Sweden, Netherlands. Of course, we'll have Japan, we'll have also North Korea, some pretty sure Chinese companies as well, but technology from all around the world. And in terms of attendees, so we're talking about a total of, we expect about 30,000 attendees. 15% of those 30,000 should be international. So you're talking about a significant number. As it happens, Cory, Las Vegas is a good destination as well for many international visitors.
Yeah.
So we have a strong presence. We work closely with the Department of Commerce on attracting delegations from different countries. We're having a very strong showing this year for international delegations. So we're very pleased with that. One of the things we're doing this year, actually, we have, on top of all the educational sessions, we have a number of networking events, right? We have a networking event specifically for internationals, and that's going to be the morning, Tuesday morning. But in addition to that, we have networking events we have a women's networking event. We have, we have so many that I need to look for them, Cory.
Again, what a wonderful problem. This is awesome.
So it's great. We have confectionery industry networking reception. We have first timers attending. If you're the first time attending the event, there's a networking event for you. There's actually a room especially assigned for first timers, so you can find resources at the show. There's people that will help you identify exhibitors and help you through the process. We have also the Young Professionals networking event. We are talking about workforce challenges, so a big part of this is attracting and retaining all the professionals we can in this industry.
Amazing. And not just college students, but high school students, if I recall from your last event.
That's correct. In past events, we have had high school students. This year, as the same as in past years, we will have our amazing packaging race, colleges competing against each other with great prizes for them. And again, this is all about attracting talent to the industry and making sure we have enough talent to keep growing at the pace we're growing.
Well, keep up the great work, sir. Thank you and the team at PMMI for all the hard work. I've been really impressed with the team this year. How do we sign up for this event?
So it's pretty straightforward. It's.com is the website. The registration, it's very accessible. It's $30 until August 18. But this is the caveat. Please pre-register. It's $30 only. After August 13, it's going to go up to $130 because it's on site and it's much more expensive for us. So please pre-register. We're looking to see, of course, to see you, Cory, down there, but also to see all your viewers. It would be great to see all of you there.
Great. Well, thank you, sir. I really appreciate this and looking forward to seeing you in Las Vegas very soon.
Okay. See you, Cory. Thanks again.